Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Mark and Will Show. And look who I'm joined. What's with? I got the mayor with me today. So you know we great throw down like always. What's going on, Mayor? How you doing?
Not much, man. Nothing much, man. Just putting these last little touches to get ready for this Friday night game, man. So that's about it. You know, by dealing with daddy duties here and there. So
Right.
time to go.
That's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? So look, hope everybody's ready. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you guys a little glimpse of no cap, you know what I'm saying? So basically we're gonna go over some high school games for you guys. And if you don't know what no cap, well, high school football game, preview show type stuff like that. If you don't know about the show, something's wrong with you right now. But that's okay. We're gonna help you guys out. We're gonna help you out. Here it is right here. What's going on, peeps? This is Will from the Mark and Will Show. We got a very special announcement to go ahead and do today, right now. We got a brand new show starting Saturday, August the 19th. It's called No Cap High School Recap Show. Hosted by yours truly and Mark and the Mayor. I know you guys are tired of the same old coverage, but we bringing something new. Highlights, scores from Friday night games in the Louisville area and the surrounding areas. Saturday, August the 19th, No Cap High School Football Recap Show. Check out the show on 35 KY Sports every Saturday at 11 a.m. Coaches and players, this is a golden opportunity for you guys to submit scores and stats and information for our viewers. Check us out this Saturday, August the 19th, right here on 35 KY Sports. I tell you what, cause right off the bat, and I'm gonna go ahead and change this to get a little feel for some people real quick. Right off the bat, man, we got a monster one coming, right? We have let me get this right. Let me get this right for you right here. Let's do it this way. We have Central at Manual, 7:30 p.m. We got two of the best running backs in the state, head to head. What you think about this game, man?
Man, this game is slowly then turned into one of my favorite rivalry games. And I say that because to me this is the hood's game of the week. Because it's give you that you old enough to remember that old Central Shawnee rivalry.
Right.
This Man U Central rivalry is starting to give me that vibe, that old, you bringing out all the alumni, the bands, this is starting to slowly turn into that Shawnee Central rivalry, man. And it's always, and Man U with what they're doing with they ended with Mayo and they opened with Central.
That's
That
nice.
was smart. That's smart on my part. I'm liking that.
Yeah, you know what? And the thing about it is, man, people fail to realize that, I mean, we know, we hear about Manual, you know what I'm saying, in the news for some other stuff, but man, they return, you know what I'm saying, return 13 starters, right? 9 on offense. So that offense is going to be legit. You know what I'm saying? Gillespie is taking over the reins right now for that and see how it goes. But I'm going to tell you, 9 returning starters. They got offensive linemen. They got defensive linemen. Mr. Chris Jones is going to take care of business. We already know about Zeke. But that Central, man, that Central flood, they went down, right? They went down to 3A.
Yeah,
But they got talent all over the place. So I'm with you. This right here, this has got like, even though we can't see it, but this got like playoff type stuff.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This got playoff stuff.
And to me, this is a hell of a test for Central right off the bat because even though you're playing a 3A, you're 3A, but to start off with one of the, to me, probably a top 10 6A school, with the Man U, the shit, like you said, that returns everybody. And not to mention the quarterback is back. You
Yep.
know, he
Creech.
was the
Yeah.
starting quarterback before he got
Yep.
hurt, and he's back. And I know he's got something to prove because you know he didn't get to finish the season the way he wanted, and he's a senior, so it's only right. You know,
Right.
let's
Right.
get the ball going.
You know what? And the thing about it, man, we're trying to get Cortez. We already had Zeke on here, and Zeke, you know, I told him it was gonna be, you know, the battle of the running backs, and he just get your popcorn ready. That's all
Oh,
he
yeah.
kept saying. Get your popcorn ready. So we're gonna see, because it's gonna be to me, whose line is better, whose offensive line and defensive line is better. That's what it's gonna come down to me on this one, man. For real, for
Oh
real.
yeah.
You know,
And
so
and who want and like I said, who wants it more? And it's gonna show who didn't take a day off in that summer in that weight room.
all
Who
that
was
good
at
stuff.
practice and who wasn't.
You right. You right. So hey, 7:30 guys, Central at Menu, and I know it's gonna be packed. Next up, man, we got Bryan Station at Trinity. This is kind of interesting, man. What you know, we was on our guys' show, you know, Big Truck and all them, and saying that, you know, that to me, I thought that this is a do or die season for the coach, man, because Trinity's been too quiet for the past 2 to 3 years, man, since he's been there. So, what's your thought about this game and actually Trinity as a whole, man?
I'm gonna say this about the game. I think this is probably gonna play into Trinity's favor because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Bryan Station beat Trinity last year to knock them out of the playoffs?
I think so. I
And
think
you're
so.
playing them at your house, so that it's more fuel to your fire to come out. If I'm Trinity, I'm emptying the clip. I'm letting it go just because y'all beat us last year. Y'all knocked us out the playoffs. I'm emptying the clip.
Right.
I'm just going ahead loading up the gun and
So
I'm
it's got to be a statement. So it's got to
yeah,
be.
yeah.
It's got to be a
You got to.
statement, really.
Because like you just said, everybody's saying that, you know, Trinity ain't the Trinity of old. Nobody feared, you know, because back when we played, I don't know how it was for you, but when I played, people just feared the name Trinity.
They went to they did a mail, but they won them. They went like 4. They won 3 in a row type stuff when I played. So yeah.
So now, to me, it's like people don't fear the name Trinity anymore. You know, because back in the day, you say you playing Trinity, you know, hell, the Trinity flu. You start seeing people that wasn't hurt, and
Right.
people got the flu or people in the slang because it's Trinity week.
Right.
So until they get that fear, until Trinity is striking fear in people's heart again, they're not Trinity.
Plus, I want
No
to see.
disrespect, but that's just you know.
Right. Now you hit it on the head to me though, man. Also, I'm trying to see what Haskins Jr. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what he's doing. Bryan Station. You know, they always got some athletes. You know what I'm saying? And they got some D1 prospects. So, you know, I want to see what's going on with that because Trinity, who's the receiver that's going to challenge him? You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much unknown to me. We know about the running back. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah Lin. You know, everybody pretty much know about him. But and then you know about the defensive lineman Tronzo. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. And then I think, you know, of course they always keep some linemen, but I need to see what the specialty guys. So we're going to find out. We're going to find, and I'm with you. If you Trinity, you got to put it down right now. Got to put it down right now.
Because I'm telling you right now, if they don't, people are not going to fear Trinity. And I hate to say it, dude may be looking for another job.
Hold on. Say it again. This one more time.
If they don't lay the smack down, dude might be looking for another job.
Okay. I was trying, when we do the no cap, recap show, high school football recap, I got to get the sound effects together, man. So I'm practicing tonight, you know what I'm saying? Make sure. But yeah, you hit it on the head because that's what I'm thinking, man. Big time. Next up. Owensboro at Christian Academy, Cal at 7:30. And Owensboro got Winsett, you know what I'm saying? The athlete that's a monster. And I think they 5A, and I think they ranked high. So they 5A. Cal is 3A. Cal won the defending champions of the 3A. What's your outlook on this, man?
Man, I like it because you're getting Owensboro out of their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You bringing them to the city,
Right.
If this game would have been down there, I'd have felt a little, I'd have felt about Cal. Because, just being in Owensboro, there's some calls that
you may not get.
You may not
Can
get.
I say it? You may not get.
Outside of the city, everybody knows how that rolls. But, like you said, Cal, let's just say this. if little buddy didn't, if the quarterback didn't commit to Kentucky, Cal's quarterback would probably be right there in the running for
Mr.
Mr. Football.
Mr. Cole Hodge. Yes.
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 Our Mr. 502, wasn't he our Mr. 502
Oh yeah.
last year?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
if and we all know how it goes. Louisville hardly gets any love when it comes to the big awards. You actually got to do something in order for him to win Mr. Football. He's got to put up 5,000 yards, 100 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah, and something has to happen, you know what I'm saying, for Mr. Cutter, because otherwise, yeah, it's already his award. I mean, I hate to say that. And hopefully I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm wrong, but I'm with you. Cal, this right here this is how you start the season if you're defending champion, man, right? You don't have, this is not going to be a slouch. This is legit first game. You know, we're going to see, you know what I'm saying, Cole Hodges, you know what I'm saying, and Mr. Ruffin, who actually is going to make an appearance on the Mark and Will show coming up Wednesday. Yes. So go ahead.
And not just Justice. I know they got a couple other receivers. I know they're working in a new running back. You know, and they have the pieces because again, you're looking at to me, you're looking at one of the top coaching staffs in the state, by far, hands down. That coaching staff out there at Cal is official.
Yes, it is.
Young,
Yeah,
to me, it's a plug and play system.
Yeah,
just catch up with the speed, and right off the bat, you're getting tested.
Yeah.
And if they can withstand Orangeboro, if they can withstand Orangeboro, and they play Central, well, that's down the road, but.
Hold on. I gotta calm you down. Because you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, because that's what I'm hoping for anyway in the championship, right? In the 3A championship, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for Cal and Central.
That's why I stopped it, because again we thinking alike. But again, you're looking at two of the top 3A schools right off the bat with top tier competition the first game. It's crazy. Like, that's setting the tone.
Yeah, you're right. You absolutely right. Now we're not talking about the quarterback, Melvin. We're talking about they got a running back who's legit on Owensboro.
Oh yes. And I think if I'm not mistaken,
he's gone. The quarterback is gone. You know what I'm saying?
But they got a new one. They should have a new one that they worked in.
Right.
Let me see.
Yeah. I mean, big time. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me get you right here. Yeah, because I'm talking about the running back Dion Winstead. That's who I was talking about. Junior running back who rushed for over 500 yards, who's legit. You know what I'm saying?
And then they got a top lineman, 6'5", 300 pounds.
Right.
Committed to Southern Illinois.
Right.
That's a whole lot of people.
It's big time. 300. It's big time talent, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about. You know, we know about the guy who went to Rutgers, you know what I'm saying, the quarterback, all that good stuff. So, without a doubt. But this should be a good game, and this is how you start the season. And like you said, we already know Cal is loaded, you know what I'm saying, big time. But this is how you start the season right here, big time. Next up. Ballard goes down, I think it's at Campbellsville, and play Southwestern at 7 p.m. I am very, very, very interested in Ballard. Not because we done had one of their top linemen, Caden on the team, but I don't hear too much about it. They had a hell of a year. You know what I'm saying? They got the running back who's back. You know what I'm saying? The defense is legit as far as the system and everything else. I know I want to see the offense. I want to see. Mm-hmm. I need to see some explosiveness in the offense, because I think, you know what I'm saying, they got enough pieces, because as far as talent wise, but you get sometimes when it's the system, as far as, defense and like next man up and everybody's doing it. Okay, so you have that. What besides the running back we're going to see? I know they got a receiver. I know they got a DB. And then you're traveling to Campbellsville. So mm-hmm. You're not in the comfort of at Ballard. You're not in Louisville. You got to go to Campbellsville and Southwestern. I want to see how they do against Southwestern.
Right. And to me, I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the quarterback situation has been settled yet. So is he going in with a 3-headed monster? Because I'm pretty sure each quarterback brings you something different.
Right.
Does do you play all three? Do you play all three just to give them to see who's the hot hand? Or
Is it a heavy dose? Is it going to be a heavy dose of Journey, the running back?
oh yeah, which true, but you still got to take some pressure off because shit,
Yeah.
you gonna put 8 in the box, 7 in the box?
I would. I mean, for real. What you just told me, if I'm Southwestern, I'm loading that box. You're going to have to throw that ball. I'm sorry. You're going to have to throw that ball. What you just said about unsettled with the quarterback situation, that translates to, defense. That means we're loading that box up. You're going to have to beat
We
us.
want you to throw it.
Yeah,
But
we
I'm
want to
pretty
see
sure,
what you got.
I'm pretty sure he got some. I'm pretty sure the coach out there got some, some dogs off that 4x1 team on that track,
Oh, yeah.
off that track team.
Oh, yeah.
That can get some separation and can, run down that field. So,
But you hit it though, bro. You hit it. You got to have that quarterback that's going to give it to him. You can have the Olympic team out there running.
oh yeah,
But if you can't get that ball out there, then it makes no difference. So that's going to be the key. And what we're saying right now, to me, and you could disagree or you could agree. To me, that's going to be the key for the season for them, man. Who's the quarterback?
and not to mention how far a ride is that to Campbellsville? Let's just do two things. How far of a ride? I'm just saying.
Nah, you're right.
Everybody outside the city knows that calls outside of Louisville for city teams ain't what you think.
It's going to be tough.
So Ballard's got to win by 21 to win by 7. If you get what I'm saying.
No, they got to bring it.
Yeah,
They got to bring it.
But you got to win by 21 to win by 7. And I don't think, and you playing a good Southwest team, if I'm not mistaken, they're 5A, if I'm not mistaken.
5A was 13-1 last year.
And they lost to Bowling Green, I think, right before the state championship. So they're going to bring it too. But it's, how long is that drive to Campbellsville? When do you leave? All that plays in the, when you playing a game like this, all of that, are you on the school bus? Are you on the charter bus? Because
It makes a difference.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
No, you're hitting it. I mean, as a former player and also as a coach, you also know that, that plays a huge difference. So, hey, beginning of the season, let's go down to Campbellsville. Let's see what we got. You're going to know. Because like you said, you got to beat them. You got to beat them. You're not going to luck up with that. You got to beat them.
21. Remember, you got 21 to win by 7.
Gotcha.
Unless it's just a all blowout.
Right. From the get-go, you got to. The defending 6A champion also is traveling, right? Playing Woodford County 5 p.m. on Saturday. Very interesting because to me, man, like I said, when I talked about this before, Egan was that engine. Now, don't get me wrong, they had some great players, other players that people got to know, but who is replacing Egan to me, man? Who's going to be that quarterback? I guess we're going to see because Woodford County wasn't no joke last year either. So, you're going and playing them. I think they're playing them at Mercer County. So I guess they got a little bowl or something that they're doing like that. So I'm very intrigued with this because you're now you was the hunter. Now you're the hunter. Like they hunting for you. Y'all was the champion. Everybody know about Bullet East. Everybody heard about the story. So you ain't got to worry about sneaking up on anybody or whatever. You on the schedule. Woodford County got you circled. Been having you circled. What you gonna do?
Right. And I want to say I'm not thinking of Dennis Johnson still the coach that played at UK, if I'm not mistaken. He's still the head coach at Woodford County. So he's going to have every defensive game plan. Just like you said, we're playing the state champions. And I'm pretty sure he didn't get them boys hyped all summer long.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got the countdown clock.
Yep.
All that. Because like you said, Bullet East and Painted and they went through the city. I think they lost. Bullet East lost 1 game last year.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's some people that that going to get their lick back. And hey, and then I'm pretty sure Woodford County's like, hey, it sets like we've been saying. This first game, a lot of first games are setting the tone for the season.
Right.
How you get in? Because I know Bullet East, if I'm not mistaken, they're replacing a lot. If I'm not mistaken,
yeah.
I think they returned 2 on the line, and that's that line play, like you've been saying, that line play is major. So if they can plug in, the 3 other linemen can fit, pick up where the other 3 left off. then hey, Bullet East might be right back in the thick of things.
Right. We're gonna see. We actually, like you said, we're gonna see uh, what that program's made up. Is it made up where we lose some very very good players, a lot of good players, and the next man up? Do they have that in that arsenal, or do they gotta wait another 3 to 4 years? We're gonna see. We're gonna find out real quick.
And I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, their numbers went up after they won state. I want to say, they increased
I
because
bet.
we all know winning cures everything. You win, they come.
Right.
They won state, so a lot of them kids is like, oh, that was on the fence about playing after they won state. I'm pretty sure they was on. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, you got it. So we're gonna find out 5 p.m. on Saturday, and actually, we would definitely on Mark and Will show talk about Bullitt East and Woodford County and all the Saturday games, big time. All right, city games. KCD at Atherton, 7 p.m. Got to see Atherton up close at the scrimmage, you know what I'm saying? A very talented team, can throw the ball over the place, can do that. Got some real good athletes. KCD has a couple of athletes on their team, but it's going to be interesting to see what's going on because, Coach White in his 5th year, he got things going. He got a hell of a staff also with him that know what they're doing. Playing KCD, they are a single A team. Coach Jones, 12th year. What's your outlook on this, man? Because this is what Atherton has to take control of this and really show that they legit contenders right off the bat.
So I'm not sure. I read the paper the other day, and Coach Jones came out and said that this KCD team reminds him of the team he took the state. So that's saying a lot, right there. So he's very big apparently on this team, and I know that this game means a lot to Atherton as well. Just talking to the coaching staff and some of those guys. I know them personally, and if I'm not mistaken,
A little bit.
No. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know, but I don't know his record against Atherton. I mean KCD. So I think he really wants this game. And again, athletes. This game is going to come down to athlete for athlete, and who's going to be disciplined. Because the first game against a disciplined KCD team and the city team, it's going to come down to that. And not to mention, go ahead.
Mayor, let me ask you this though: if you're Atherton, right, you're in 5A, can you afford to lose to a single A, 1A? Can you afford to lose it? Now, don't get me wrong. Back in the day when it was only 4, you remember it was 4A, and you had Beechwood and all them. You had some legit dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying KCD is not. Don't get me wrong. But can you afford to lose this first game to a 1A?
It's to me, the rules have slowly changed to where. And I say that on the aspect of the have and have-nots and what private school can do versus what public school can do.
True.
So, granted, we started July the 10th. Who knows how long KCD's been going? I'm pretty sure they're doing 2 a days, maybe 3 a day. So, who knows? But
private versus public?
Game to me, yes, because it's still early in the season and you're probably still working it. Because I want to say he's young this year. I want to say Coach Atherton is going to be real young this year.
Mm-hmm.
So they're working in, they lost Chance, they lost Meach, so they lost some athletes from last year team.
They lost some key players big time.
As you said, he brought athletes in as well. So it's how fast can they gel? I know they're working in a new quarterback. I want to say the old quarterback moved to receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So
I saw the new quarterback. He looked nice. So, but yeah, you're right though. You got some pieces they need to put together.
But the thing is, he's got some pieces, and like you said, the coaching staff around him. He's allowed his coaching staff to do what they need to do to be successful.
Right. Coach White, what's going on? Big time. Next up. Butler at Male High. You can always tell when Male, because I always hit the high. I'm old school, Male High. 7 p.m. This right here, this game, to me, you got Butler, who has been down for a few years. Got a new coaching staff, so they're trying to find themselves. trying to get back on the map. You got Mel High, who's coming off of another championship run, but lost in the finals. Got some athletes that people are familiar with. Got some young dudes and stuff like that. So got a new quarterback, a full-time quarterback. He played part-time pretty much, split some reps. So, but you got, like I said, you got a defense. You got the linebackers, KJ and Solomon. You got DeAndre Malone. You got Strickland. You got Harris. You got some people that people may know. If not, they will. But what to you, man, about this game or even this Butler? You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying in mind? Because I know you're in the circle. But what's going on with Butler, man?
Like you said, I think they're still trying to figure it out. Like you said, new coaching staff. So I know he was there at one point. I want to say he was the D-line coach under Coach Willer. Okay. So I know he's familiar with some of the kids, if not all of the kids. At least the senior class, at least I want to say.
Right.
So and I've heard good things about the head coach. Heard good things about him. And like you said, though, just trying to figure it out because you're still working in new everything.
Right.
New coach means new system, new, what you can and what you can't do. We're doing this, you used to stretch like you and I both played the game. You used to stretch like this. Under the new coach now, we stretch like this now,
Right.
And again, Mel left with a bad taste in their mouth. What was it, 1 point last year? So I'm pretty sure.
2-point conversion.
I'm pretty sure Wolf is on that 1 point, 1 point mentality. So I'm pretty sure in Wolf's mind, there will not be a 1 point. You know what I'm saying? Everything is 14 to 20 or better. There's no.
I got you. That makes sense.
Just seeing some of the kids around the city, my godson graduated from there, so he still talks to them. So, they're hungry, They got to the promised land. They did what a whole bunch of other schools didn't by getting there, but they didn't win it. So that left a bad taste in their mouth.
And some of them, like Mr. Gainey and Mr. Strickland, who's been on varsity 4 years, has had a bad taste for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to do what you got to do. So, for Mel, you got to take care of business. For Butler, you want to, now you get to see what you got. You get to see what you got on, you know what I'm saying? So we'll find out 7 p.m.
And Butler moved down to 5A. So, again, like we've been saying, this is a heck of a test right off the bat. Because if you can compete with Mel, you can compete with anybody 5A wise.
That's true. We're going to find out. We had Mr. English, you know what I'm saying, join us, Jason. So, his first time playing football varsity is going to be against the Bulldogs. We're going to see tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Shelby County at Collins, 7:30 p.m. Coach Harris, Coach Montgomery. What's going on, man? And I know you're familiar with some of these teams and coaches and things like that. So what's your idea on this game, man? What do you think?
I'm one of them that's been trying to get Charlotte Marshall, the AD in Shelby County, to move this game to a Saturday so people like myself can come to Shelby County and take this game in. Because to me, this is one of those games that shuts the city down. Why not play it on a Saturday, play a Little League game? You play it with a Little League game, play with a middle school game, and all the way up, and it leads up to this game. But I want to say that Shelby County returns a lot this year. I know they return one of the top running backs in the state. I know it's his, I want to say they return one of the top running backs in the state, and I want to say he's a sophomore. So I know they got some young talent out there, and then Coach Marcus got them boys, going. Like they didn't bought into the system. The numbers have grew from what I can tell, and they're gonna be a team to give next year or the year before. They're gonna be a team to reckon.
Was you talking about that linebacker, the freshman linebacker now is a sophomore?
I'm talking about the running back.
But they also got a linebacker that was a sophomore. I mean, it was a freshman that was a tackling machine. So you was talking about the running back, but they got a linebacker that's also ridiculous. So like you said, they got talent. What about Collins, man? What we hearing about Collins?
Collins is working in Kenyon Gooden's little brother at quarterback. So that should be very interesting to see if he can pick up where his big brother left off. I want to say they returned a couple of receivers. I'm gonna just call it. This should be a good game. It's a
Right.
rivalry game, and to
Right.
me, this is how it should be your rivalry game.
First
Fresh out the
game?
back. Yeah,
First
first
game?
game.
First game?
First game. Let's
First
go.
game. Woo,
Because
anything can
the
go.
whole summer. And again, if you beat them, you get a whole year for them to taste it.
Right. Woo. That's that old Louisville, Kentucky first game type stuff. So should be a good one. Shelby County at Collins, 7:30. Let's see. DeSales at Seneca, 7 p.m. Coach Jackson, Coach Eckloff, what's going on, man? I know you familiar, big time too.
Oh yeah. Not for sure what Seneca lost. I know they had a hell of a season last year, but I want to say they lost in pieces. I'm not too familiar.
I think they didn't they lose Young, wasn't the quarterback? Yeah.
I know they lost the quarterback,
Yep.
and just to me, when it's quiet, it means you had something. Like you got something. You got something cooking. Not saying it in a negative way.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking
They
about.
probably got something cooking because it's been a little quiet on Goldsmith, so they probably got something cooking. But then the sales, going 0-10 last year, from talking to Khalil Brock, just some of those kids. I know they've been
Right.
home, 0-10. They said they was right back in as soon as as soon as they could get back to doing football stuff, they was back in it because that 0-10 feel was a nasty taste in their
Right.
mouth.
Right.
I want
Right.
to say, so, but they got the experience. Whereas they was young in some places, they got a little bit more experience this year, so they should be ready to go. They got a year under their belt with Coach Jackson.
Right,
So,
right. Second year for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, second year. And like you said, they returned actually 12 starters, split offense 6, defense 6. Khalil Brock, like you said, play both ways, a center, defensive tackle. In Seneca, we got Debo. Debo wants to let everybody know he's back. He's ready to wreck shop. He said that he believes in his team. You know what I'm saying? He said he's
And
ready.
That's gonna be a nice matchup. Khalil
yeah.
and Debo. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a nice little
And
matchup.
we into that. Both of them been on the show, so we definitely want to know what's going on with that.
That's a nice matchup. That's one of those matchups that not too many people go talk about because they don't know the kids because they're, Debo because he came with from Little League all the way up and he didn't get his name. But Khalil's been an unknown, one of the top centers that he's just unknown, like
Right.
because he just does put the hard head on and let's go to work.
Right. And that's gonna be pivotal right there because if Khalil can go ahead and block Debo, you know what I'm saying? Because we know that the sales got like you said, a lot of stuff that's coming back. I still a lot of people, 12 starters, 6 on both. So we're gonna see what's going on. Interesting to see how Seneca approached it. Last year they did a lot of passing, you know what I'm saying? They had a lot of weapons. So how has those weapons been replaced? That's gonna be the key. The sales at Seneca, 7 p.m. Let's see. All right. Now, Southern at Doss, 7 p.m. And for you guys who do not know, the mayor is a assistant coach at Southern. So basically, let me go ahead and get this rolling. Southern got Coach Hatchett, second year. You know what I'm saying? Doss got a new coach. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going down with that. Not familiar with Doss as far as what the offense and all that kind of stuff they're going to run. I know Mandeville, like I said, in his first year, he's got 5 offensive players back, 2 defense. But, when you got new coach, things are jumbled, things are switched. You don't even know. So you can just throw that out the window. Who's going to be where and all that kind of stuff. So I want to approach this. You know what I'm saying? We definitely don't want to, put you in a position. But I want you to talk about Southern, man. I want you to talk about, about your team and are you guys ready? What's going on and things like that with your team.
Well, it's like you said, we don't know what they're really going to do offensively and defensively, so we're just going by. We just basically getting our kids ready for anything we can see this week. And with that being said, they've been very attentive to what's going on with the game plan, seeing stuff, wanting to see, this formation versus this defense and this offense versus this defense. So with that being said, I think we're ready.
Okay.
But I'm not going, I'm not going to give them any bulletin board
Right.
material.
No,
So
sir.
with
No,
that
sir.
being
We
said,
don't do
but
that.
I think we're ready, man, and just finally being able to hit somebody else.
Right.
That's the thing. We've been beating up on each other since July. Versus no pads, zip
Right.
pads. Now it's we scrimmaged Bullet Central
Mhm.
2 weeks ago. And so I just think it's time for us to heal. Was able to heal up a little bit this week
Right.
and take get ready. So it's gonna be a fun game, man. And like you said, they got a new coach, so
Right.
all the hats
Right.
off to him.
Well, like I've been saying, hashtag go time, man. It's go time.
Hey,
Southern at Dow, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Check it out. WEB The Boys makes their debut varsity level at Thomas Nelson, 7:30 p.m. If you don't know, pretty much all their games is going to be on the road, which is going to make them road warriors. Coach Durant, his first year, you know what I'm saying? He's building the culture. It's going to be good to see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Because we know that they have talent in their school. They're just going to have to keep it there and allow him to go ahead and cultivate that. So very, very interested just to see. This one is about, to me, this seeing growth. The whole
hey,
season. You know what I'm saying? The whole season, I wanted to see growth. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, criticize. Now, I just want to see growth out of WEB The Boys because this is brand new for them. You know what I'm saying? They're in they in 2A. So I'm very interested in that, man. What's your thoughts on this game? Or just thoughts on WEB The Boys?
like you said, I know he just surrounded himself with some coaches around there. I
Right.
know he's surrounded because I coached a couple of them in Little League, so I know what they got. I know how we coached them in Little League, and then I know one of them, Tyler, the line coach, he went to Mill, and then I know
Mm-hmm.
Ramon Kelly, the D line coach, he went to Dawson, played under LaCunta Farmer.
Right.
And I want to say he ended up under Hawkins, Coach Hawkins. So I know that they got some coaches that can play ball and can coach some ball.
Right.
Like you said, the key word with them is growth, man. It's not gonna be the wins and losses that they want, but as you can see, game by game, them slowly getting better. That way, because again, nobody on the team is a senior, so
Right. Right.
so you
Right.
licking your lips like, okay, we're gonna take our bumps this year, but next year you better watch out. But there's no next year right now because we're living in the now. But
Right.
don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they snuck up on Thomas Nelson. And I
Okay.
say that because a new program and you don't know what they got. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
You just don't know. And how bad do they? And then I have a feeling that the Rangers gonna get them boys up to play beyond their abilities.
Right. 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 So that's going to be good. So that's tomorrow night, 7:30. WEB
Like
The Boys.
it's
Go
one of
ahead.
them. I want to hear somebody. I wish somebody would take his pregame speech
Right.
just to see first game. You're making history. The first team, the first everything. I want to hear that. I want to hear that pregame speech.
Mayor, he's gonna have it. Somebody's taping it.
Oh,
Somebody's taping it. They got a camera crew right now in his house watching him right now, prepared for tomorrow. When he gets up tomorrow, when he eats, they got a cameraman that's gonna be there, going all the way to the school, doing everything. Oh yes, because he's into that, so it's definitely gonna be televised.
listen, everybody on that Orange Bowl team then called him Charlie Strong.
Everybody.
Then gave him one word, and he didn't put that one word together to make one of the best first pregame speeches ever.
Right, right.
And like I said, whoever from the boys, if you're watching this, please record that first.
Drop it to us. Drop it to
Please.
us. Please drop it to us. Heck, we might just go have to call the rent ourselves. Hey, bro, just go ahead and just slide it on to us because it's going to be a good one. Congratulations, Coach Durant. Congratulations, WEB The Boys as a program. Hey, the season is now. It starts tomorrow for you guys at Thomas Nelson, 7:30. Next up, we got Lex against Louisville. Takes Creek at Eastern, 7:30. This right here, anytime you got, like you said, the travel, but they don't have to travel. Lexington comes to them. Eastern actually got their new coach, Ken Whalen, first year. So, they lost some key pieces. They lost Mr. Thomas, who's at U of L now, the big lineman. So I'm very intrigued just to see what they got. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't heard too much, but I just want to know, what's going on.
Yeah. And to me, like I said, man, when schools are quiet, they got something cooking. They just ain't ready to show. They just want to wait to the first game to show you the finished product. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, it's been kind of quiet at Eastern. They worked in a new coach. I want to say if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Tate's Creek may got a new coach. I'm not don't quote me, but I want to say they may have a new coach as well. But then again, Louisville versus Lexington. To me, anytime there's a Louisville versus Lexington, this is Louisville versus UK all over. Because Lexington school beat a Louisville school, they gonna talk about it. You see what I'm saying? So, you got to set the they're coming to you, so you got to go ahead and do what you got to do.
You got to take care of business. That's without a doubt. And Coach Truck and them has already said that they want to go ahead and make a Market Will and Coach Truck and them award for the highest. Since it's going to be several Lexington against Louisville, so we're gonna see who's gonna carry that trophy at the end of the year.
And we all know that bus. It's an hour drive to Lexington, but on that bus drive, if you take an L, that hour drive feel like 2 to 3 hours.
Right. Big time, Nobody wants to speak to you either. So they kick off a new era at Eastern, 7:30 tomorrow against Tate's Creek. Get some of the Bullets, right? North Bullet at Holy Cross, 7 p.m. Coach Dick and company. What's going on with them? What we're going to see real quick. So North Bullet, I don't know too much about North Bullet. I'm going to have to really do some homework and see what's going on with them. But Coach Dick and them, 1A, got Mr. Dylan Jacobs and company ready to anchor that line and take care of business, man. What's your thought on this game?
I want to say North Bullet's working in a new head coach. So, again, for some reason, this seemed like the year of new head coaches for some reason.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, don't quote me, but I want to say Holy Cross's new stadium might be getting revealed tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they upgraded the stadium.
Okay.
So that may be
some new digs.
Some new digs.
Coach Dick, you didn't say nothing about that. And new digs. Okay.
And somehow, some way, Holy Cross keep a couple of athletes over there.
Right.
Like you said, just I don't know too much about the North Bullet schools. I'm gonna have to do some research. But I want to say no. They do. I want to say they do return a fullback that was pretty good for them last year. But that's about all I know. Like I said, new coach. I want to say they return a fullback. So it should be an interesting game, to say the least. But again, I'm about to, with me, Kevin, the coach, so it's kind of hard to do research.
Right. We'll get it done.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get it done. But I'm very interested to see what's going on. So that's 7 p.m. North Bullet at Holy Cross. Check them guys out. This is a team that is interesting to me. Jeffersontown, so J-Town at Iroquois at 7 p.m. Don't know too much about Iroquois. I don't know if they're being cried. The mayor, or they just don't have enough. I don't know on that, but I will want to say something. Coach Ellis, you know what I'm saying? Dog, second year, you know what I'm saying? They have 18 returning starters. J-Town does, led by the McDaniels brothers.
Mm-hmm.
In 4A, I'm definitely trying to see how their season plans out, because that's a lot. As long as they got better, because I'm from the school from Denny Crum. Just because you got a returning starter don't mean you're good or they good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just get it because you're there. But I'm very interested to see the growth, because they didn't win any games last year, right? They didn't win any games. So I want to see year two, what's that look like with enough returning starters, if they still there and all this kind of stuff. I just want to see that. Like I said, with the growth, but with them, to me, it's growth, but it's a little bit more when you got 18 returning starters. There's a little bit more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What you got?
And I want to say Iroquois, another school that's with a new head coach. So, I want to say it's another school with a new head coach. And like you said, J-Town's led by the tight end linebacker, McDaniels. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how they use him. How they get him the ball, how they, put him on defense, how they had him. Because I'm pretty sure, I think the kid's 6'5", 230. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people not running towards him. So do they put him at the middle linebacker and try to let him?
Well, the crazy thing is you got one 6'5", the other one 6'4". You know what I'm saying? The McDaniel brothers. So, one plays receiver, one plays tight end, the other plays linebacker, and they both play all over the place. Like you said, he's already committed to who he's going, where he's going.
I think it's Southern Illinois. If I'm
I
not
think it's
mistaken,
Southern Illinois. Yeah. And Iroquois is actually, Coach Reed is in his third year.
No. Coach Reed is not there. He's at Fort Knox.
He's not. He's gone. He's went to Fort Knox. Okay.
Yeah, they're working in a new head coach.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
and I know just Dante wants that first win. You know what I'm saying?
Got to get it.
So yeah, you just got to.
You got to get it. To me, this is the perfect storm for them. Yeah, it's at Iroquois. Okay. This is the perfect storm. You at Iroquois to start the season. You have enough returning players who still there. If they still there, they done bought in, because you know how players are nowadays. If they ain't buying in, they ain't coming. They gone. They left. I can go somewhere else type stuff. So this is very interesting. Yes, you got 4A against 5A, but this is set up pretty for him to get his first win. And if you J-Town, you got to get this first win. You got to get it. You got to get it. So J-Town versus Iroquois, 7 p.m. Check it out. More at Shawnee, 7 p.m. The new era for Coach McKay versus Shawnee. I think Shawnee's coach was Gibson. Mm-hmm. Coach Gibson is in his third year. Now it's like putting on the table. Everybody's gonna learn what Moore and Shawnee is about starting tomorrow, because we're not gonna sit here and blow smoke. We're gonna find out. Go ahead.
And I want to say, every year that Coach Gibson's been at Shawnee, the numbers have grown.
Right.
Steadily. So they're trajecting up. Like, they're trending up. It's just now, it's just getting the W's now. Because, again, you're growing the numbers. You're going from, when he got there, 15 to 20 players to 30 players to, 40. I don't know if it's 40, but I don't know if it's quite numbers. But I'm knowing that every year the numbers have went up. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you just got to go ahead and start. The kid got to go ahead and start, putting up, because obviously he's not going anywhere. He wants the best for you all. So now it's time for the kids to let's go.
You got to replace our guy, though, right? You got to replace our guy. The linebacker.
You got to replace McAtee. So I'm pretty sure, with it being Shawnee, I'm pretty sure there's another
dude
on that team.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure. There's somebody. And the thing about those two schools, you're looking at Shawnee and Moore. I want to say we haven't heard anything about a Moore player since JJ Weaver and the Vaden quarterback.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Coach McKay got something out there.
Right.
He's back home.
Back home. Sure it means more.
It means more. It just means more to him, and he wants that program to be what it was when he left. So
right. I'm
pretty sure it's gonna be it's more Shawnee, within the city, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a competitive game.
Yeah, I think so too. Make sure, Coach Gibson, Coach McKay, reach out to the Mark and Will Show. Love to have you on there. Get some interviews, talk about your program. Big time. Oldham County versus Lafayette. Only thing I can say is 6 p.m. Don't know too much, but we're going to learn, like I said, Friday. And we'll definitely, hopefully, we're able to have some information from them for those games, so we can go ahead and get familiar with those programs. You got anything to add on this one?
And Oldham County, another school with a new head coach. I want to say he was Ballard's OC last year.
Okay,
and then he's taking over Oldham County. Not for sure how many returning players he has, but again, another school. And to me, Oldham County is just Louisville North, Louisville. So again, this is another Louisville Lexington game. So
Westport.
Yeah. So just go ahead and prospect.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Oldham County, go ahead and put on for the city, man.
Yeah, otherwise we would be talking about you on this show. You know what I'm saying? Surrounding area. So, hey, you're right there. Hey, big time. Oh, my goodness. PRP at Cincinnati Taft. They are going up to Cincinnati tomorrow at 7:30. Ooh-wee. What? I'm going to let you go before I go on this, man. What you got for me with the PRP? Because I don't know anything about Cincinnati Taft.
Let's just say I'm pretty sure that this is a test.
Ohio.
Yeah, you're going to Ohio. Ohio is a football playing state.
Ohio.
There. So I can only imagine how much you got to win. I can only imagine how much you got to win back in Ohio to actually beat a team.
Ohio.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. You probably should have scheduled this game last year. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna say this because I think he had a lot of more weapons. We're gonna see. We know everybody knows Santana. Santana's gonna take care of business. Creighton, you know what I'm saying. But I'm pretty sure Cincinnati Taft also knows who they got circled. Now I know they got a running back who they're pleased with. I think in a receiver. So we don't know who the quarterback is. They had to replace the quarterback. They had to replace a lot of people on that team. Actually, let me break it down this way. PRP has only 8 returning starters, 4 on offense and 4 on defense. That's a low account. And the first game is in Cincinnati. They're gonna find out very quickly what they have versus Taft. Like I said, Ohio. But like I said, we proven commodity, Santana. I can't say that for anyone else. We're gonna find out. Like I said, I know some other people they like, but we're gonna find out.
And what time do they leave? Like, do you leave at 4:00 to get up there to get situated?
Tonight. I mean, we
just
no school. I think what we got in the budget because,
Right.
like you said, it's a different thing when you go on the road.
Yeah.
Mayor, not only are you going on the road, you're going on the road with a new team, basically. You see what I'm saying? So
and you probably lost a couple of coaches because I'm pretty sure, like I said, the Butler coach left. He said,
right.
I know how well did those kids deal with the new coaches you brought in, and it's gonna be a lot.
Right. We go very, very interesting. I really hope. I don't know. We might have to go through some Ohio papers to get that because I want to see what went on in that one. I'm pretty sure we'll get the score, but I want to see exactly what went on with that one. So
the numbers.
Yes. I want to see what that offense did, that defense did.
And don't they got a new quarterback at PRP? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. They lost a lot. Yeah, they lost the receivers. 2 or 3 receivers. They lost the quarterback. Yeah. So this is gonna be Santana show. So we're gonna see right off the bat. Good luck. Cincinnati Anderson at South Odom. Ohio is traveling, so it's the Ohio and Kentucky Bowl apparently. So South Odom, this is at 7:30. All I know is about like the mayor said, Ohio can play some football. I don't know too much about South Odom. Do you know anything about South Odom?
The only thing I know is another school with a new head coach.
Everybody must have got fired or left. I mean, it sounds like it. I mean, it's a broken record.
That's all I can say. Honestly, another school with a new head coach. So
yeah. South Odom, we're gonna find out. We're gonna see what's going on. You got them coming, so we're gonna see how tough you are because it's gonna be smash mouth football big time. Let's see. Floyd Central, Indiana at St. X. St. X. Had a nasty taste in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? They was preseason number 1 last year. Coach Wallace in his 6th year. He's already got a championship in his return. Got the quarterback. You got Hablin. You got Ant Barber. You got Gallimore. You got a lot of stuff. But you only got 5 returning starters on offense. And I just named. They got some playmakers. They got all some stuff. But to me, that's not the concern. To me, the concern is defense. Only 3 returning starters on defense. So Floyd Central, their ex-coach, I think used to be a male or something like. I mean, their coach used to be an ex-coach at male or something like that. So they got a team. I don't know if they're ready for that St. X, even though I know St. X and Male always play Floyd Central, so they're used to them. But we're going to see. This is right here. We're going to see, and maybe not even this game, but, I'm just really intrigued. That defense come out of me, man. When I see 3 returning starters, I know they got 1 million players on their team, but that's still hard as hell to replace 8 starters.
Oh, yeah. The green and yellow bowl. That's all I can say because there's going to be a lot of green. It's going to be a lot of green and yellow at this game. But the thing about I'm just saying, Floyd Central green and yellow, St. X green and yellow.
True.
But one thing I can say is with schools like St. X, Trinity's, your Cals, if your first 11 ain't getting it done, You got a whole nother 11
Got plenty of
that,
boys. Yeah.
that you can start mixing them action. So, but I'm like you said, I'm anxious to see how it gels because again, I want to say St. X is preseason number 1 if I'm not mistaken.
I seen 1 and 2. I seen 1
Okay,
and
so
2.
so you got a bullet on your back. So now let's go. Let's see what you got.
Which it blows my mind. Not the bias that I have, but it blows my mind that you only got 8 returning starters, and you're number 1.
But
I
schools
don't know.
like that hardly ever play your under. You schools like the St. X's and the Trinities of the world, they're at their best when they're senior and junior led.
Yeah,
Let's just be honest.
true,
So now
true.
I'm playing these, now like you said earlier, I don't play. I'm transferring. So now you kind of gotta put these young pups in the game. So
Right. So really, you know what I'm saying? You got a little wiggle room. Really this year, you know what I'm saying? You got wiggle room because they are really a junior heavy and sophomore heavy team, St. X. So we're gonna see. Go
but
ahead.
it's St. X, so there's no wiggle room. It's St. X. Like there's
Yeah.
no wiggle.
What I'm saying is that when majority of your starters are going to be junior and senior, that you know that this year is really is rehearsal to me. That's my whole thing. It's rehearsal. I mean, if you can win it, you can win it. But next year it's going to be a monster. So it's like you may take control. You may take care of business right now if you're any other team. That's what I'm saying. Valley at Washington County, 7:30. What's going on with Valley, man? What's going on with Valley?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too familiar with it.
4 returning starters, 2 offense, 2 defense. Coach Henning in his second year.
So they lost the big running back they had. So who knows? Like I said, it's history. Because I know that running back won them some games last year. The big running back number 1, I think Greg Wilson, if I'm not mistaken.
Greg Wilson.
Okay, yeah. So that was a house. So if you replacing him, whew, so I'm pretty sure Henning to get it done. But I don't know too much about Washington County. I couldn't even tell you if it's north, east, south, or west.
All I know is when you travel, it feels a little different. Just be ready. That's the whole thing. Just be ready on that. That's 7:30 at Washington County Valley visits. Next up, we got Western at Carroll County, 7:30. You know what I'm saying? So that should be interesting. Crow's first year. You know what I'm saying?
Another school with a new head coach.
Right. They got 6 returning starters, 3 on defense, 3 on offense. They got the running back Word back. He was 1,000 yards rusher, so he does got something he can work with. But yeah, it's gelling like we said. So we'll see. I don't know about Carroll County, but like you said, the key things: what time you're leaving. It's in Carroll County. It's different. You're not at home.
But the good thing about the Western staff is there's some coaches over there.
Right.
And they've been together. It ain't like he just went and picked up
So
Coach
basically,
Ray, Coach.
basically the Doss people with the Western.
Some of them.
Okay.
Not all of them.
Okay.
But it ain't like he went and got just Coach JoJo and Coach,
He's got a real staff.
He brought some real coaches with him that know the game, love the kids, and, that's going to, teach them to be better young men. So I'm anxious to see how Western ends the season. Not so how they begin it, but how they end it.
Okay.
Does he go to numbers? Because I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, Western wasn't allowed to take. Don't quote me, but I don't think Western was allowed to take freshmen this year.
No freshmen. You're right. They have no freshmen. They got something else they brewing to making a magnet school and doing esports and stuff like that. So they have no freshmen.
So they got to grow their program within the school. You see what I'm saying? So,
right.
That's one heck of a ministry, but you got Crow and those guys over there, and I know,
Right.
It can be done.
Veterans. Okay, cool. So Western at Carroll County, 7:30 tomorrow, guys. Bullitt Central at Nelson County. Now we're getting into Saturday games. 8 p.m. Saturday. Bullitt Central, Nelson County. I remember Nelson County always being a hard nose. You know what I'm saying? And actually winning some games and being a threat. I think they were 6A. Ain't Nelson 6A? Or is they 5A?
I'm not for sure. I want to say, I know Nelson County was one of the last schools that wasn't named Trinity Almeida won the championship.
Yeah, so they might have went up with them. I don't know. They might not. But yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be tough going to Nelson County. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what's going on in Bullitt Central. Do you know anything about Nelson or Bullitt?
Boulder Central got a nice sized line. I want to say they got a nice sized line that can move a little bit. Got a couple skill players. Um, like I said, man, it's just hard because scrimmages, you're not doing too
Yeah.
much in the scrimmage. You're just
Right.
so we got to scrimmage them a little bit, but they got a nice sized line.
Okay.
You can tell the kids are in the weight room because I think one of the coaches looked like he's in the weight room with the kids. So he looked like they had a coach, man. He looked like he could still play like right now. So yeah, I want to say it's gonna be interesting. And then Bullitt Central is 5A school.
Okay.
So that district, that district that they're playing in should be very competitive. And I wouldn't be, let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if they won the district. In
Okay.
there, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Well, that's good. That means okay, good. He said the coach is over taking care of business. E-Town at Fairdale, 7 p.m. Saturday. What's going on? We already know about Mr. Duncan, Box, and all these guys. So what's going on with Fairdale? We know you got some tea. What's the deal?
Working another school. Coach Dover's been there, I want to say 7 years now, 6, 7 years. Working in a new quarterback. They're replacing the quarterback from last year. But the quarterback they're replacing is one hell of an athlete. He played safety for him last year. You got a hell of a running back named Yanni Pierce. I don't want to say they got a couple of receivers. Like I said, the defense, until they get how stuff like this goes, defense is probably going to lead their team until they get the thing going.
Right.
This should be a very, I don't know. I know, again, E-Town, another school with a new head coach.
Right.
And I don't know if he was there on staff. I was somebody that they brought in. So this should be a very entertaining game at 7 o'clock at Fairdale. This should be a very good. And if you go out there, get a cinnamon, a pretzel.
We know you know. We know.
The popcorn, go on out there, get some popcorn,
Enjoy yourself, what he's saying.
Oh,
Enjoy yourself. So E-Town at Fairdale on Saturday, 7 p.m. Go ahead.
Because it's not a lot of games within the city on a Saturday. So, I'm pretty sure a lot of people going to be out there because, I play E-Town down the road and I play Fairdale. So I might as well go on out there and see before we get the tape. So I might as well go watch them.
Right. Make sure you guys check it out this Saturday. Fern Creek versus North Oldham, and that game is being played at South Oldham, 6 p.m. Saturday. We had Mr. Moulton on the other day. He said he's ready to rock and roll. Coach Abel. And also, let me see. Let me do my thing real quick. Yeah. Abel's 10th year. So very interesting to see what's going on. Fern Creek. Fern Creek has been in the mix, and for Coach Abel to been there 10 years, that's a long time. So we're gonna see what they have in store, and then we got Coach Brock, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Taking care of business his first year. We're gonna see. What's your thoughts on this?
Fern Creek got a strong running game.
Yes.
Got a strong running game. Again, man, to me, this game is going to come down to discipline and who does it change them. Like, who can make the adjustment without changing what they really do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know Fern Creek will run the heck out of the ball. They got a 1,000-yard back that's
Yes.
back. They got Tim Cherry on the line, so they got some players. But I know Brock, me talked a couple times, and he got some weapons out there, man.
Okay.
It's just he's got some weapons. Just
Are they buying into the system? Because I know he's got a system, so I know, you know what I'm saying. I mean, and I know it's early and things like that, but hopefully they're buying in his system, so he really do what he wants to do.
I want to say they are.
Okay.
Because I want to say they are.
Okay.
Like, I haven't really talked to when me and Brock
Right.
talk, it's only ever about football. But I want to say they are because he's happy. He's liking where they're progressing to. So he's loving the progression, loving where they are. So I want to say they are buying into it.
Okay.
And it's his second time around
Right.
being the head coach, so he was able to learn from Coach Lucas at Collins. So he was able to learn and to take what he learned from Coach Lucas and for his first time being a head coach into this opportunity.
Okay. Cool. Fern Creek versus North Oldham, 6 p.m. Saturday. The game's at South Oldham. Wagner versus Grant County, 5 p.m. Saturday.
Yeah. This game is going to be played at Eminence High School.
Okay.
Eminence. I want to say it's a little bowl game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it is a bowl game. You're right. I think it is a bowl game for them. Let me see what we got. We got Coach Lawson, 5th year. They have 4 returning offensive starters, 4 defensive returning starters. You got our guy Jacoby Jones, big back who could do it all. So very interesting to see what's going on with that. What's your take on this game?
Well, I want to say they moved him to quarterback this year. It should be interesting because the ball's in his hand. So
are we wildcatting it? Are we?
I don't know. I'm gonna say they're gonna put him in position to be successful.
Right.
And again, this is gonna be depth. How much depth do they have? Because 4 quarters. Does Grant County have depth? I don't know. Like I said, so how much depth is gonna come into play with this game? And who knows what the weather's gonna be? 5 o'clock on a Saturday. It's liable to be 90 degrees, and then on that speed turf, make it an extra 110.
True.
Because I think Eminence got the little speed turf field, so with the little rubber pellets, so that's gonna make it an extra 20 degrees if it's hot. So how can they handle the depth? The depth is gonna be the key for Wagner.
Okay, so Wagner versus Grant County, 5 p.m. Saturday, guys. Make sure you check it out. Last but not least, you got Spencer County versus Hart County, 5:30. I think that's also in the bowl. We got our guy Shoulders, defensive end, tight end for Hart County. So we'll see what's going on with this. Do you know anything about Spencer County?
I do not. I don't want to say they had a good season last year.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say. But I can't recall. Like I said, I really don't know too much about them.
Right. So we'll definitely get the information as we can, and you guys will grow with us on some of these teams without a doubt. So look, make sure you get ready. Saturday, 11 a.m. No Cap High School football recap show, and we're gonna bring it to you. We're gonna give you scores, stats, be some highlights. The mayor and I, we're just going to throw down with it and hopefully, enjoy the ride because we're going to have fun with it. Any last words?
Just parents of players, coaches, get us them stats, man. We'd love to interview anybody. Just tap in with the Mark and Will Show, get some dates. Just let us know about your program because there's some people that's not getting the let's say the recognition that they need to get, or just the spotlight. We're trying to, and that's why this show was created, to try to give everybody from the big fish to the small fish an opportunity to be seen and heard, so we can learn about you and your program. Because you never know, it might be a little kid to look up to you that wants to follow your footsteps and go to that school. But
right. You're right. So make sure you get us. You can DM us. You can DM the Mark and Will Show. You can DM 35. You know what I'm saying? KY Sports, all that kind of stuff like that. So we out. We'll see you guys Saturday. Peace out. What's going on, Peach? This is Will from the Mark and Will Show. We got a very special announcement for you today, right now. We got a brand new show starting Saturday, August the 19th. It's called No Cap High School Recap Show. Hosted by yours truly and Mark and the Mayor. I know you guys are tired of the same old coverage, but we bringing something new. Highlights, scores from Friday night games in the Louisville area and the surrounding areas. Saturday, August the 19th, No Cap High School Football Recap Show. Check out the show on 35 KY Sports every Saturday at 11 a.m. Coaches and players, this is a golden opportunity for you guys to submit scores and stats and information for our viewers. Check us out this Saturday, August the 19th, right here on 35 KY Sports.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.